what matters really today in antibody discovery is looking at not only what binds, but also looking at the function. So thinking about the cellular functions that we can look at with the Lightcast platform to unlock insights. Some of them account for biomolecular secretion, so looking at antibodies secreted, looking at cytokines secreted, but also looking at direct or indirect cell-cell interactions, so activation or cell killing, cytotoxicity. You can read out, obviously, secretion of an antibody and you can measure binding. When you're after a strong binder, that's something relatively easy to do when you find these binders. If you're looking at rare hits, so secretion or antibodies that are secreted rare, that's a little bit more tricky. If you're looking at binding and function like neutralizing, you could be looking at blocking, you could be looking at internalization. You want to do these two readouts together and you want to know early on which of the antibodies has the actual critical parameter for your therapy. So one thing that's important when looking at the serial killing is that you're looking at not a population, but you're looking at single cells, because when we look at serial killing now, we're looking at a population of cells that we start to re-challenge time over time. The readout will always be that population gets exhausted or not at a certain point in time. So when you're looking at cells that kill and cells that kill fast, so time becomes another dimension, and you want to look at the heterogeneity of your cell population of killers. You also want to look at what that means for potency, right? How long do they kill? How effective do they kill? You can also look at a single cell level whether you get a heterogeneous response of your CAR therapeutic within the on-target population, which that matters a great deal if you're looking at the potency of your therapy as such. And then you can go one step further when you're thinking about re-challenging your CAR cell with more and more tumor cells and looking at that serial killing event. So you really can mine into the exhaustion profile of your therapeutics. So our platform with these individual mergers and the tight control of bringing single cells into the droplets and then merging quite specifically allows you to do exactly that. So you can time control, but also portion control your targets.